Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life. And a lot of you have requested my commentary on this. I've received a lot of email, text messages earlier in the day asking what is transpiring here. Is this a big issue? Is this something that can be resolved quickly? What happens with Dish, Boost, T-Mobile, the 3G network? What happens? Will it get decommissioned? Are they going to push it back? So I wanted to give my commentary. And first, I wanted to start off with a tweet that I will leave in the description down below from Charles Gasparino at Fox Business. As of about 30 to 45 minutes ago, he tweeted out that the FCC may pressure T-Mobile to keep the Sprint CDMA running, operational for the Dish and the Boost Mobile customer. That is a big negative to T-Mobile. That will cost them billions in synergies to keep that network operational. Some have emailed me saying that Charlie is just looking for another pass. Some are saying he's looking to extend the time so he can build his network. I understand that. I get that. I don't care for Dish. I don't care for the guy. They've been squatting on Spectrum for years now. But this is his attempt at rightfully getting his customers the services that they need. And I think he's gaining traction is what I'm thinking. I think he wins this. I think T-Mobile will be made by the FCC to continue to operate the Sprint CDMA network beyond 2022. The target date to shut this down was January 1st, 2022. I think the FCC does pressure T-Mobile to keep it running until summer of 2023. I truly believe that. Now, why is Charlie saying this? There was an official letter sent to the FCC from Dish stating that out of the 9 million customers that they received from the merger, the 9 billion Boost Mobile customers, they stated in there that majority of those customers have outdated CDMA only devices. Majority usually means 50% or more. I'm being told it's 55%. That would be roughly 4.8 million customers that still have CDMA only devices on the Boost Mobile network. That is insane. That is absolutely insane. So they're pretty much saying, yeah, we could do free deals. We could give our customers these new phones, but there aren't enough devices and chipsets because there's a shortage. And that would be a huge infusion of phones that somebody would have to cover the bill for. So that's going to cost a lot of money. And that's pretty much what they're saying. It's not cost effective for them to give everybody a free 5G phone or LTE phone or whatnot. So that's something that they're fighting as well. So I kind of wanted to throw out a scenario of mine. Now, this is outside of the county limits where I work at. It's two remote locations. And I kind of wanted to paint you guys this picture on why this may be important for Dish to win this against T-Mobile. Like I said, I don't care for Dish, but I have an understanding as to why they may need this. So at two of these remote locations that I work and travel to, I'm good, and I'm not bashing. This is just a fact. T-Mobile has no service, not a lick of service across these entire remote locations. Who does have service? Sprint. They have 2 tower sites that are CDMA only. So a Boost customer or a Sprint customer still that travels to these remote locations, even if they have an LTE device, they will still receive 3G services. So they'll still be able to make a call, send a text, and occasionally, depending on traffic, they'll be able to check emails or check a social media website or potentially stream music. Now, come January 1st, 2022, you decommission those sites. What happens to those customers that work out there? They will mysteriously have no service all of a sudden. T-Mobile has no service, so there's no TNX to go to. And then that customer will be left high and dry. So again, that's just a very short and small scenario of mine where I'm located. but I predict this to be the case or a more severe case on a larger scale. I'm sure there's areas like this that T-Mobile has no service, where Sprint had service, and it could be 3G CDMA only. Remember, Sprint had a lot of those sites out there that they never got around to upgrading. So this is a problem because those customers are going to churn. They're going to have to. If they have no service, they got to go somewhere. So they're going to likely end up at Cricket, Metro by T-Mobile. And the crazy part about it is, in my case, if those customers, those coworkers end up at Metro by T-Mobile, they're back in the same boat because T-Mobile has no service. So they are restricted to a certain amount of networks to really get on. It's either Verizon there, and that's pretty much AT&T does have a site at one of the locations. The other locations, it's a little iffy. It just has a site a bit further away. So AT&T and Cricket, you could potentially make that work, but the ultimate would be Verizon in those remote locations. So again, Dish is in a bad spot here because it sounds like they want to treat that customer right, but there's a huge amount of that customer that's 3G only. So if, like I said, if T-Mobile shuts down that CDMA network, those customers are out of luck. And then there's no TNX to send them to. So again, and then also there's that LTE customer that has a newer device, but potentially could get cut off too because that's a CDMA site gets decommissioned. And maybe that customer doesn't have a newer LTE device and also can't take advantage of the TNX unless they upgrade. So again, this is an ugly scenario. Again, this will, if T-Mobile had to operate the additional sites from Sprint, so they want to have 85,000 after the 10,000 keep sites from Sprint. That would mean T-Mobile would have to service an additional 25,000 cell sites with maintenance and pay the rent and leases for those sites. That would mean an influx, a huge influx of their operations. Remember, they're getting ready to raise to fiber. That means that's an additional operations cost. They will spend billions on the synergies that they were going to save if Dish has their way. So let me know what you think about this in the comment section down below. I just wanted to give my commentary on this. I think this is a major problem for T-Mobile if they can't reason. I think the reason they wanted to shut this down so soon is because of the fact that the synergies would cost them a lot more. Their network is probably not ready for this. They are set to be the first to shut down the older CDMA network. Verizon is going to keep theirs until the 31st of 2022. And I believe AT&T's is February 22. Yeah, I think that's what I remember from AT&T. So again, T-Mobile would be the first in January of 22 to shut down an older legacy network. I don't think they win this. I think Dish gets the backing of the FCC, and I think they put pressure on T-Mobile to keep that operational at least until summer of 2023. If you have been on the channel or you're new to the channel and you have not yet liked, share, subscribe, to make sure you do so, hit that notification bell so you are notified when the content does go live. Follow the social media outlets for more updates and interactions. Thanks again for watching. This is Tyrone with Tech Life, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.